Hi everybody, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to approach lesson plan 4. This is going to be the writing lesson plan that you're going to do. And for this one, of course I fill in the first parts, and it's the same students, the Korean, Chinese, Arabic, and Spanish. And we're going to be doing writing this time. So the TEKs are number 16, and this doesn't have A, B, C again. Writing for writing. Students write about their own experiences. Students are expected to write a personal narrative that has a clearly defined focus and communicates the importance or reasons for actions and or consequences. So some personal experience that either had a reason or consequence. I'm expecting that when you introduce the lesson that you'll be modeling that for the students, and also for the ELPS, the English Language Proficiency Standards, section C5, which is the writing section, letter B, write using newly acquired basic vocabulary and content-based grade level vocabulary. And so in this one, I want you to introduce some words. Use your imagination, and by using the vocabulary words that you would want them to use. Assume that you've taught these before, but you want them to use these words, and go ahead and give them 6 or 7 or 10 words, and you can increase the number of words where I say the vocabulary down below, because this is basically a vocabulary and a writing assignment. So go ahead and put some words down there, and I would like to see you use some of those same words in your narrative that you're going to model for your students when you have the whole group together. Now, of course, when you're doing this lesson, the grouping is going to be different. They probably won't be in pairs. They'll probably be by themselves, but they might be in pairs after they finish writing and they read it. They read what they wrote to each other. And if they have a question about grammar or something like that, maybe the other one can point it out that you might want to ask teacher about this. And so you can get them in pairs maybe to read their drafts to each other to see if it communicates, if they have any suggestions, or if they think that one of them might need help from the teacher for a little bit of scaffolding as they put their assignment together. So make sure that you're talking about the vocabulary and the writing, the narrative, and what you're looking for. Come up with your SLO, very specific as to the kind of narrative, personal narrative they're going to have, and tell them that they're going to be using the vocabulary, certain vocabulary, and make sure that you include, repeat that over and over again. So it's the focus of the lesson. For the assessments, the formative, make sure you always have a good formative. Make sure you always have a good summative or rubric or something, some way to grade what they've done. When you're doing the academic vocabulary, of course, you're putting maybe more than 6 words here this time. Higher order critical thinking, make sure you're talking about the narrative, about how they are, that they are, that's clearly focused, and the importance or reasons for actions or consequence. So the importance of reasons or actions, that's very much a critical thinking type of thing. So materials, resources, go ahead and come up with something here. I don't see anything specific here unless they're going to be writing this on the computer, which I would suggest because they're using computers more and more. And you might have some cards or something, maybe a word bank or something that will be around there, but the definitions and their understanding will have to be displayed in what they write. Delivery procedures, again, of course, make sure that you're including all aspects of your SLO and that you're modeling for them. Make sure you have a good introduction or anticipatory set, a good delivery modeling for the students. Give them time to work on their assignment with you giving formative assessment, and make sure you have a good closure as always. If you have any questions, please give me a call.